Howdy y'all! In this video, I begin my journey as the first farmer in my family, and there's a twist. I took out a $500,000 farm loan that I got paid back in 2 years. Will I make it big, or will I go broke? Watch to find out, folks. Good morning, y'all. Trying something new out. Now, we're in the month of April, which means time to start planting some corn. And as we found out last month, we need to start planting before we do any of the fertilizer or lime in order for it to be accurate. So let's go ahead, get started. If this thing wants to kick into gear. There we go. With us having liquid fertilizer in here, it pretty much means we won't have to have liquid fertilizer in the, well, we don't have to go over it again with solid fertilizer. Oh, that was a mouthful. Sorry, I'm a bit stumbly on my words, but according to the gauge, everything looks to be fine for corn, so it's not really dumping out too much of the liquid fertilizer. See, oh, never mind. Right here, apparently you needed some. Perfect. So this thing's doing just what it needs to do. I'd say that's money well spent then. Well, things seem to be going just fine. According to the gauge, or the monitor, we are not doing too bad for needing the fertilizer, but I get the feeling we will need a lot of lime. Oh boy. Folks, this is definitely something different. I'm used to applying my stuff beforehand, and I honestly think I need to touch up on how this precision farming works, because this does not seem entirely right. But then again, most people would just do the same crop on the same field every year just to keep precision farming good. Well, at least on the little monitor you can see, it does look like it has improved everything, which that I am thankful for. Trying to go over it with what do you call it? I can't think. Trying to go over it with just a spreader probably wouldn't have ended so well. So I'm glad we're knocking it out this way. I think this might actually be a more, how do I put it? A more precise way to go about it, being we're swapping the crops between the fields. Now, sometime this year, if I could find a canola field, I might throw an offer out for it and buy it, because I want to do something that kind of requires me to, how do I put it? I'll need canola because I don't want to use my soybeans, and for that, I mean, well, actually, I'll leave it as a surprise for you. At the end of this episode, we'll buy what it is I'm actually talking about. Alright, y'all. Take a look at that monitor and tell me that this is not honestly working. And if you don't believe that, look at my screen at the top right. The target point is above where it actually is. And just look around at the stuff on the monitor at the bottom right, or bottom left, I mean. It It's definitely getting better. And my screen, I meant, was on my top left, not top right. Sorry about that. Well, we're finally on the last cornfield, or what will be a cornfield. It says I got 31% of seed left. Let's see how far we could stretch it with this field, shall we? Oof. Fingers crossed we can actually finish this out, because I'd hate to refill just for this little bit. Well, kind of looking good, kind of not. I got to be careful around these trees, so that's why I'm kind of slowing down a little bit. But so far, might be able to make it. It's kind of too close to tell with how much seed is taking. Alright, headlands are done. Time to see if this 20% can make it last. Oof. Wish me luck, folks. You can hardly tell on... Well, maybe. You could... Well, it's kind of hard to tell if you can really see the difference on the bottom left monitor, but the top left screen, it actually shows you a little bit of a difference. And I honestly think we are going to make it, which is sweet. But still, wish me luck anyway. And I do gotta admit, I love it whenever this happens. Getting the final pass all in one go. That's just too sweet. Oh, that is great. Managed to get it all in one go. Got 5% left. Got her folding up now, and then we'll switch to the lime spreader and see if these things need any pH. Dang. Yep, these fields were thirsty for it, or hungry for it, whatever you want to call it. Oof. Right off the bat. Dang near dumping out a whole load. Well, I suppose it wasn't too bad compared to whenever we first did it to these fields. I think it required probably 2.5 full loads. Dang, one full thing will probably only do these 2 fields. Which means I'm going to need more for, or probably another full one for that small one and that big one. Oop, turn. Yeah, with me wasting some, I bet I'm definitely going to need another one. Oh well. I made out of that field with 2%. So, got topped up, now on to the next field. This field's surprisingly not that hungry for lime. I guess it is what it is. I just don't know what to think of it, but other than, I guess, less cost for me. Less lime I have to use and more lime I can sell to other people, I reckon. Another thing I was thinking of for the co-op is equipment rentals, like rollers, spreaders, stuff like that. And on top of having that stuff as rentals, we'd make money off of that from other people. And whenever we needed it, say like a roller, we could use it ourselves instead of having to, say, lease one from the shop. Just something to think about in the near future. Probably expand upon next year, maybe. Well, I gone and done it. This is the AGI Storm FX. Put the desired grain or crop in here. and with a certain chemical called seed treating liquid. I don't know where it's stored. Right up here, I think. Yeah, because the diesel is held in there. Wait, no. I'll do my investigating later, but the seed treating liquid gets mixed with the crop and converts it into an almost universal seed, or basically we can configure it to whatever seed we want. AKA we could turn it into soybean seed, corn seed, and that will be that. It'll work wonders for us, and we'll be able to sell a lot more seed on our own. All we gotta do is get the seed treatment liquid, which I think is like, between $3 and $4 grand per pallet. My plan is there's seed companies and other places that I could sell this seed to, the universal stuff. So whatever we do not use for corn or soybeans next year, I will end up selling for a profit. That actually sounds mighty good to me. Now, as for what's up next is I think next time I'll see y'all is in May, whenever we go and pretty much take care of our bean fields. And we'll end up having to spray our cornfields. So we'll have quite an interesting month of May. And then June, plan to be spray the soybeans. Don't exactly have anything else to do. Hopefully sometime between those two things, and if not, it'll be after. We'll find ourselves a canola field and buy it up. That way we can get started on our seed treatment idea. I'll need a wagon or an auger wagon or something so we can put the seed into. Come to think of it, I'll actually no, I can use the gravity wagons to dump into there. Oof. But that's it for today's episode, and I hope y'all enjoyed. And I'll see you around, folks.